you?
I did, thanks, Peter. And so today's topic is resetting to neutral after a win or a loss. So I've talked about this before in different webinars and in this slot as well, but I just wanted to dig into it in a bit more detail today to make this very concrete for people. So we're talking about resetting. So that means whether you've had a winning trade before or you've had a losing trade, the key skill to have is to come back to neutral. So to be able to treat each trade like a blank canvas. So you're starting fresh. And the problem is, if you're not doing this, there can be either an emotional or mental hangover from the last trade that impacts how you take the next trade. And we spoke a few weeks ago about the idea of trading on tilt and how it all starts with one action that goes wrong and then it becomes an avalanche. So this is to layer on top of that advice and to give you a more concrete way of actually making sure that you can reset to neutral after a winning or a losing trade. So before I give you the strategy, I just want to talk about what it might look like if you're not resetting to neutral and why that can be detrimental to your trading. So we want to think about this in terms of your mental reset, your emotional reset, your physical reset, and your technical reset. So if we're talking about overall treating the next trade like a blank canvas, then each of those four things needs to have come back to neutral or to your optimal state before you take the next trade. And this is something that you can actually take into your own control and you can work at improving. So you can develop this skill of resetting on cue by using some practical techniques. If you haven't reset, and equally, this can be detrimental whether you've taken a win or a loss in the previous trade. So under the mental category, if you haven't reset, and let's say you've had a win, this could look like being overconfident. So maybe you're either being a bit more open to taking risks, or you're thinking, we're on mental. So you're thinking that you maybe don't have to be as pedantic about your checks and things like that before you get into the next trade. So that would be a way of, if you've taken a win, that you might not be reset mentally. Obviously, these apply more often to when you've taken a loss. So if you've taken a loss, then mentally you might be feeling more focused on the P&L, which we know is not a great space to be if you want to take good trades. You might be actually starting to pay attention to the wrong things. So when the pressure comes on, we know that that's what it impacts your actual decision making, and it can make you look at the wrong things, the wrong indicators in the charts. So your focus might be off, you might be feeling distracted, and you might actually start developing a bias towards going long or going short. So the cognitive biases come in, and that can tie in with the technical side of things as well. And then from an emotional standpoint, emotionally, if you've just taken a win and you're not reset to neutral, again, it can be that feeling of being invincible. So you become, again, more open to taking risks. Maybe you're changing your position size or something like that, where it goes against your rules. So that would be a win. And then if you've taken a loss, of course, we know this emotionally, there can be all of the things such as feeling like you need to get revenge on the market. Maybe you're angry, maybe the greed is kicking in and you are starting to feel desperation. So that's something that commonly people would actually click into, feeling like that if they've taken a loss and the pressure's on and they start feeling like, I absolutely have to make this trade a winner. So all those emotions can kick in and start to skew your trading. Then from a physical perspective, ironically, both a win and a loss could create the same physical state that wouldn't be helpful for your trading. And that would be where you start to get more physiologically kind of amped up. So your heart rate might increase, you might find that you're sweating, your breathing could get shallower. And that can be an indication of feeling under immense pressure, or it can also be feeling excitement. So you could see if you've taken a win and you're starting to get excited and the gambling mindset's kicking in, that could be happening physiologically to you. Or if you've taken a loss and the pressure is on, the same thing might be happening in your body. And either way, that can be detrimental because it's taking you out of a calm, composed state, and it's also impacting your mindset. So obviously all of these things are linked, your mental, emotional, and physical state. So that could be a way that you're not reset physiologically. And then from a technical perspective, again, whether it's been a win or a loss, you could find yourself like that, starting to bias, whether it's short or long. You might find yourself, like maybe you're changing, again, your position size, all of that, or maybe you're starting to impose yourself on the market. So that especially happens when people have taken a loss and they feel like they, want things to go a certain way. So they start seeing setups where they may not be there. So you're actually starting to look for things in the market that are not there and make decisions and take actions based on that, whereas actually you should be reading the market. So all of these things combined together can throw you off and mean that you're not at a neutral, ideal state for taking the next trade. So in case that is something that's relevant to you, a way that you can start to work on this is it very simply. So this is a strategy to use while you're trading. So some of them we talk about using when you've finished your trading for the day and you're reflecting and improving and all of that. But this is actually a strategy I'm talking about using while you're trading. So it needs to be quick and effective. So the simplest way of doing this is to have a little checklist. So those 4 things written down. So mentally reset, emotionally reset, physically reset, and technically reset. And you're literally ticking off each like a checklist. So tick, 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 right, I know I'm in a good state to take the next trade. And if you're not, it's like a reminder to yourself to consciously come back to neutral. So you're just bringing awareness to what state you're in before you take the trade. So at its most simple, that's what you can do. If you want to take it to a different level, you could rate yourself out of 10. So you would put 10 out of 10 on mental, emotional, physical, and technical. You would actually describe what that is. So mentally, you would be clear-minded and focused. Emotionally, you would be composed and patient. Physically, you would be relaxed and alert. And then technically, you would be following your technical process. So you could rate yourself out of 10 on each of those. And maybe you have a guideline that if you're a 5 or below on any of them, then you need to do something to reset to come back to neutral. So again, that takes a little bit more time, so it mightn't be suited to your trading strategy, but it's a way that you could approach really formally and in a concrete way, resetting to neutral before you take a trade.
Créde, it's similar advice to what I tell people, because you told me this a time ago and how I need to reset myself, and it's been very useful. So great advice, everybody. I love checklists. I do think they're very valuable because they provide that needed interrupt sometimes for you to get yourself back into your mindset and understand where you're at. So Créde, thank you as always. One of these days I will sort of remember what day it is when I jump in here and we'll properly introduce you. But thank you so much for being here. And now,
no worries, Peter. Thanks.
Later, Créde.